Malawi Brief.
Tandis must go! Tandi must go! Tandi must go! Tandi must go!
Ameneyo ndi phungu wa kunyumba ya malamulo kuchokera ku dera la Lilongwe Likuni. Iyeyu anayima popereka sapoti kwa chiphazuwa cha dziko lino Thandi Chisi amene wasiyidwa kuti sakachita nawo mpikisano wa ziphazuwa zonse dziko lapansi. Koma sipikala wa nyumba ya malamulo auza phunguyi kuti sanatsate lamulo lake lenileni pofuna kuti nyumbayi ilowererepo pa nkhaniyi.
It shows how compromised our country is. We bend the procedures. The right person to go to Miss World is Thandi Chisi. Why are we bending this thing? This is the national pride. Let's discuss this. Let's this parliamentary read. Thandi Chisi must go. Thandi must go. Thandi must go. Thandi must go.
Lilongwe Likuni, if you feel there's an issue of national importance, you know the procedure. Otherwise, I rule you out with your point of order. Thank you. Let's go to Chikwawa Central with your supplementary question.
Thank you so much, Right Honorable Speaker, and good morning. We missed you, sir. Right Honorable Speaker, I would like to ask a supplementary question to the Honorable Minister of Agriculture and Water Development to consider constructing a dike on the stretch in my constituency, that's Ndirande, from Mafale 2, group village element Mafale 2, group Besta, group Chabuka, and group Tizola. This side is on the shore of Shire River. As you are aware, Mr. Speaker, sir, that the waters on the Shire River have gone up, the levels have gone up, and this is affecting this village. As each and every year, there are floods coming from the Shire River. So I wanted the Honorable Minister to consider constructing a dike on this side of my constituency. And lastly, I would also like to ask the Honorable Minister to consider dredging or constructing a dike on the Nkombezi River that is also affecting the villages of Second, Group Village Second, Nyampota, and also Group Heta. That was my questions to the Honorable Minister to consider. I submit, Right Honorable Speaker. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Chikwawa Central. Central West. Indeed, Sekeni and Jombo is always a problem. Something needs to be done. I'm sure the minister knows that area very well as well. Rumpi East. You have the floor.
Thank you so much, Honorable Speaker, for recognizing the people of Rumpi East. My supplementary question to the Minister of Agriculture is also to request for construction of a dike along the Mlowe South Ruku River and also Chitimba. If you may recall, Honorable Minister, we have had disasters this year. The dike was there, but because of the pressures from the water from the uplands, the dike was smashed early this year. I know from our CDF we might have some funds, but at the meantime, looking at other priorities that we have, it will not be possible to consider for a dike at the moment. That's why, through the traditional authority Mwamlowe, I'm asking on behalf of the people of Rumpi East. Thank you, I submit.
Thank you, Rumpi East. Let's now go to Karonga Songwe. Karonga Songwe, you have the floor.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir, for recognizing the people of Kalonga Songwe to ask a supplementary question to the Minister of Agriculture. Mr. Speaker, sir, I would like to ask the Minister of Agriculture to consider constructing Kiwi River. The people of Chimalawandu, Chakwera, Kalambo, Principal Goreweta, they're facing a lot of challenges during the rainy season. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir.
Thank you, Karonga Songwe, Minister of Agriculture.
Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker. I would like to thank the member for Chikwawa Central West for his question, where he's asking the Ministry of Irrigation, Water Development, Agriculture, to construct a dike along the Shire River, where some areas are affected because of the changes in the course of the river. Right Honorable Speaker, let me respond by assuring the member from Chikwawa Central West that my ministry will do an assessment to see whether what is required there is indeed a dike or some other kind of remedial action, as I pointed out earlier. Right Honorable Speaker, I also have a question, a supplementary question from Rumpi East, and I would like to thank the member for Rumpi East for that question, where the member is asking the ministry to construct a dike on the South Rikuru River bank, in which case the dike got damaged because of floods. Right Honorable Speaker, I would like to assure the member for Rumpi East that indeed my team will visit the area and make sure that this dike is reconstructed. However, let me encourage the member to make sure that such projects are accommodated under the CDF. Right Honorable Speaker, I beg your pardon because I did not understand very well the question from Karonga Songwe, because the way I understood it was like he wants the ministry to construct a river, or which...
Honorable Minister, let me ask Karonga Songwe to please repeat your question.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. I'm asking the Minister of Agriculture to consider constructing dike along Kiwi River.
Along which river?
Kiwi River.
Kiwi?
Yeah.
A dike along Kiwi River?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Is that, you're through with the question?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Honourable Minister, he wants to ask your ministry to consider the dike on Kiwi River. Over to you. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker. I would like to thank the member for Karonga Songwe for his question, where he's asking my ministry to construct a dike along the Kiwi River. As I pointed out earlier, we'll do an assessment, and let me say, Right Honorable Speaker, that these assessments will only determine whether there is need for a dike or some other remedial action. But if there is need for dikes in these areas, the CDF should be used for such projects. Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker.
Thank you, Minister of Agriculture. I see a point of order from Zomba Chikomwe. Yes, Honorable Zomba Chikoma, you have the floor.
Good morning, Right Honorable Speaker, sir. I think I've got a better point of order and a very important point of order than what was presented later on. Honorable Speaker, on Tuesday, there was a question regarding NFRA, regarding funding for NFRA. And I was delegated by the first Deputy Speaker to investigate the issue, and I went there, and I have a statement which I wanted to ask with your permission to present that statement. With your indulgence, sir.
Yes, please proceed.
Thank you so much, Right Honorable Speaker. This is a very important document. I don't know, can I use the podium? It's for the national interest. Oh my Lord! With your indulgence, sir.
Honorable Chair, the fact that you took over my position in the agriculture, I'll let you use the podium. You may proceed.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. Reserve. The funds are being accessed in tranches as for better cash flow management while ensuring uninterrupted implementation of the procurement exercise. To date, 20 billion has been disbursed into NFRA's account and is financing the commencement of deliveries. And as of yesterday, Mr. Speaker, sir, I was there, trucks were offloading maize. The tranches are as follows. 20 billion has already been disbursed. The second tranche is 40 billion, financing increased deliveries as procurement gathers momentum. And the final tranche will be meeting the peak delivery and payment obligation during the final stages of procurement. The first disbursement arrangement enables prudent liquidity management while ensuring that NFRA has sufficient resources to honor supplier payments as deliveries progress. Government has set a target of replenishing the grain reserve to 217 metric tons ahead of the anticipated El Nino period. NFRA currently holds approximately 62,000 metric tons of maize in stock. And I must put it straight here, this maize was the balance from the Zambian supply which we had last year. Under the current procurement phase, NFRA is purchasing 108 metric tons, which will increase available stocks to approximately 170,000 metric tons upon completion of deliveries. Government is actively mobilizing additional resources to procure remaining approximately 47,000 metric tons required to attain the target stock level of 217,000 metric tons. Procurement program. Following the availability of funding, NFRA conducted a national competitive bidding process in accordance with the Public Procurement and Disposal of Assets Act. The procurement process attracted strong participation from suppliers across the country. And following evaluation, the Procurement and Disposal of Assets Authority granted its no objection for contract awards. Accordingly, 185 supply contracts have been awarded for the supply of 108,000 metric tons of maize at a harmonized price of 900 kwacha per kilogram. The price harmonization aims at sustaining government's macroeconomic efforts at price stabilization and inflation moderation as part of the economic recovery plan. The contracts provide opportunities for both small-scale aggregators, and larger commercial suppliers. This will ensure broad participation and facilitate accelerated deliveries. Program implementation. Right Honorable Speaker, sir, suppliers are required to complete deliveries within 3 weeks from the date of contract award. Deliveries will be made directly to designated NFRI depots where every consignment will undergo quality inspection before acceptance into the strategic grain reserve. Payments will be processed promptly upon successful delivery and within 3 days of invoice submission. Right Honorable Speaker, let me emphasize this. Payment will be made within 48 hours. To facilitate rapid deployment of grain in the event of humanitarian need, the 108 metric tons has been strategically distributed for effective positioning across NFRI storage network as follows. Karonga Depot, 51,943 metric tons. Mangochi, 15,429 metric tons. Luchenza, 15,429 metric tons. Nzuzu, 12,343 metric tons. Limbe, 3,600 metric tons. Kazomba in Mzimba, 3,086 metric tons. Bangula, 3,086 metric tons. Karonga, 3,086 metric tons, making a total of 108,000 metric tons. The allocation has been informed by government national preparedness strategy and the need to position stocks close to areas that are likely require rapid humanitarian intervention. Kanengo will serve as the principal strategic reserve, while Mangochi and Luchenza will strengthen coverage for the southern region. Nzuzu and Karonga will support the northern region, with Kazomba, Bangula, and Limbe providing the additional regional response capacity. The phased release of government funding will ensure that sufficient financial resources are available as delivery volumes increase throughout the procurement period, thereby facilitating uninterrupted procurement and timely settlement of suppliers. Expected outcomes. The implementation of the program is expected to 1. Increase the strategic grain reserve stocks from approximately 62,000 metric tons to 170,000 metric tons. Significantly strengthen Malawi's preparedness for the anticipated El Niño-induced food security challenges. Thirdly, enhance government's capacity to respond rapidly to humanitarian food requirements during the lean season. Support domestic markets through transparent and competitive procurement from local suppliers. In conclusion, Mr. Speaker, sir.
Order.
In conclusion, Mr. Speaker, sir, government has demonstrated a strong commitment to national food security by making 100 billion available for strategic grains reserve replenishment, with 20 billion already received and the remaining 80 billion scheduled for release into further tranches of 440 billion each. As deliveries intensify, NFRI is well positioned to implement the program successfully. The agency remains committed to ensuring that all procurement activities are undertaken transparently, efficiently, and in full compliance with the applicable procurement and public financial management laws, while working towards government's target of restoring the strategic grain reserve to 217 metric tons, in readiness for the anticipated El Niño food security. Finally, Mr. Speaker, sir, allow me to address one issue. In case we want information, Mr. Speaker, sir, this is very, very important. We've had wrong media reports that government has no money. and the government cannot give money to NFRA for the purchase of maize. I want to emphasize this, Honorable Speaker, that the money is with NFRA. And as I was there, trucks were offloading maize. Loads of trucks were offloading maize. So it was a lie to say that government has no money. I also want to address the issue of the media, Right Honorable Speaker. Let the media come for information to the ministry, to the relevant ministries, and get accurate information. The media was awash with lies. I would call them lies. I'm not making a threat to the media, but it's a simple request that whenever they want correct and accurate information, they should consult the relevant ministries responsible. I thank you, Right Honorable Speaker.